Can we talk a second? I don't even know if you're joking. I wanted to talk about the way we left things back on the Sword Coast. I remember that barrel. Not quite as rich as it once was, right? But that's not what I meant. There's no easy way to say this. I just wanted you to know that, well, a lot's happened since the Sword Coast. For both of us. Actually, yes. I met someone. It's over now between me and him. Not that that means anything. I just thought you should know. Really? Good. Let's get moving. And I thought my first wild surge was awkward. So, you arrived in recently. This John Irenicus kidnapped you? That couldn't have been fun. Understandable. The thought of being imprisoned. Ugh. You've had a taste of what I'm most afraid of. Being taken by a crazy wizard who wants to tear you apart because of what you are. That's it. In a way. The red wizards don't even think of wild mages as people. I want the world to know that I can't be tossed aside. That I matter. Don't you? You've already done that. You're right, though. That's all you really need. I guess that makes us peas in a pod. An enormous pod, obviously, with multiple bedrooms, an outhouse, and a wood-burning stove. Look at all these buildings and people! Baldur's Gate was huge, but this place makes it look like my hamlet back in the high forest. I forgot you're from Candlekeep. Athkatla must look just as big to you, if not bigger. There seems to be no end to the things you can do. Not like the high forest. It would be if you weren't traveling with a bunch of powerful, amusing companions. You could doze off there, wake up, and not know where you were or how long you'd been asleep. It was like the rest of the world had stopped. Neither entirely. More good than bad, I think. I was banished because I didn't fit in. Well, that and burning things. Maybe it's only a part of me, too. Like my stomach. Except it wants solitude and not a sandwich. Life on the road is great, but it makes having friends harder. Before you came along, Talana and I were thick as thieves. Really fat thieves. No. Even when we're together, it's different. If I had to decide, I think I'm probably better at being on the road than I am at being a friend. I don't necessarily want it to be that way, but there you have it. Aren't they? Maybe you're right. I mean, you're a friend. Or at least, friendly. Right? We're friends? Good! Glad to hear it for the most part. I mean, yes, glad to hear it. Anyway, the road calls. Off we go. Darn it! My last wild surge did something odd to my dry rations. I don't think so. If it was hungry, they'd probably have just disappeared. Also, wild surges? Surprisingly small appetites. Undried them. Look! The hardtack's a gooey mess, the apples look like they were just picked, and the fish is a... Oh! There he goes. Good luck finding a pond, little guy. Hardtack. Hardtack. Always hardtack. Have you noticed no one ever offers to reward us with a nice dinner? Thanks. Wow, not bad. You have really nice biscuits. That sounded bad. Buns. No, hard fruit. Ugh. No, I'm stopping while I'm ahead. Oh wow, I'm suddenly very full. High time we got moving, don't you think? Hey, remember when I said I was seeing someone back in Baldur's Gate after you and after we parted ways? It didn't end well. Actually, I'm not sure it really ended at all. I sort of left. Mistreat me? No. Unless you count saying sweet things and giving me gifts as mistreatment. This is what happened. I woke up one morning and saw him lying there, and I knew it couldn't go on. I was afraid, I guess. Not of him. I didn't want to see him hurt. I just thought you should know. Hey! Maybe you could try being a little more loud and straightforward. Boy, am I glad that's over. What a crowd! This place beats most of the inns back in Baldur's Gate. And let's not even talk about the High Forest. There, an inn is considered busy if there's more than one raccoon in the attic. Also, drinking. Speaking of which, I sure am thirsty. There's something I almost never hear. I'll have a Shadow Dark Ale. Get one for yourself while you're at it. Ah, that hits the spot. I could get used to this. Interesting people all around, music, an ale in my hand. What? Whoa! What will people think? Like I care what people think of me at this point. I never thought I'd travel so long with a fighter. Swords, armor, that stuff does nothing for me. You're interesting, though. More interesting than most warriors I've met. To be fair, though, I have no idea how it is for you. Traveling around with me, I mean. Are you surprised to be hanging out with a headstrong wild mage? Pretty? You know what I like best about you? Your keen skills of observation. Second question. Headstrong. Is that accurate? Is that how you'd describe me? Nice try. The class clown routine might have worked on the monks at Candlekeep, but I'm a bit more focused. That's nice to hear. Really. I don't mind being called uncontrollable and unpredictable, really. It's just that, well, there's more to me than that. Whatever. We should get back to what we were doing. Oh no, you just stepped in something. Ugh, this city needs to regulate dogs, not magic. Those important things won't stop you from smelling. Luckily, I have some spare rags. Lift up your left boot. Mortifying for you is fun for me. Still, you were a good sport. Perhaps you do deserve something for all your hard work. A kiss? I don't see any harm in it. That was nice. I'd like to find that dog and thank it for helping make that happen. Phew, I'm glad that's over. But it really wasn't that hard. I feel like fighting is becoming second nature to me, like breathing or a persistent craving for cheese. I'm not sure what to think. Who doesn't like feeling powerful? But sometimes I worry... Nah, never mind. The truth is that I'm beginning to see things more clearly. When you're a wild mage, you kind of open yourself up to chaos. Well, yes, clarity isn't all it's cracked up to be. Okay, cheery thoughts. What's a good, cheery thought? You smell... Wow. You smell really good. Not at all. Like I said, you smell really good. Okay, I might be exaggerating a little bit. But go with it. Lean in and let me get a better whiff. Okay, enough smooching. We're lagging behind. I feel really, really tired today. I hope I'm not getting ill. No, I'm just tired. I'm worried. About Talana and the others. About your... issues. I'm worried about you and me. We're getting really close, and I've been having fun. I haven't a clue. I tend to learn things best by experiencing them. You are? I'm glad. Excited. Not now, though. I wasn't lying about being tired, but soon. One of these nights. So, I suppose we should talk about what happened last night. What you and I did. Come on! Do I really have to be explicit? It involved heavier breathing than normal. Good! Me too. But I think you already knew that. Had you done that before? You say that so convincingly. I kind of already told you about Avram, the man back in Baldur's Gate. Yes, Avram. He was a scribe. Oh, don't make that face! It was the morning after we... that I decided to leave him. No, I don't feel like leaving you. Maybe I'm not the same person I was when I left Avram. When I get a wild surge, I see into chaos. It's full of terror and ecstasy. Sometimes I don't know which is which. Do they? Is love the same for all people? I don't know. I'm not sure I know anything about what most people call love. Something's been weighing on my mind since what happened at the hidden refuge. What, are you a mind flayer now? It all happened so fast. I wasn't even there. Exactly. I had control. I was finally directing my powers towards a definite purpose, and they weren't betraying me for a change. No, it was the wizard's fault. Or haze. Or a world hell's bent on transforming whatever I try to do into a pile of steaming dung. It's fun when my magic does weird things. Hey-ya! Presto! You're a girl. You're a squirrel. You've got pink hair. No, I don't. I hardly ever know. But I know what I want right now. You look down. You look a little haggard. Cute, but haggard. I can tell you a little story if you want. Great. I'll have to look over my notes. I'll get back to you in a bit. Tomorrow, maybe. Of course! Don't worry, it's not that long, really. Are you ready for your uplifting story? All right. Once upon a time, there was a mysterious, handsome orphan. He traveled all around the countryside, caring for those who needed care, killing those who needed killing, and helping many people find objects that would have otherwise been lost forever. During his travels, he met a beautiful half-elven lady who captivated him with her quick wit and general usefulness. He also met a cast of secondary characters I won't bore you with. He did a lot of killing. Kobolds, zvarts, ogres, wyverns. You name it, he's killed it. Then he was kidnapped. He escaped by killing a lot more things and made money to save his sister, killing even more things. Oh, he also killed his half-brother and his friends. But he had to. They were trying to kill him. That happened before the kidnapping, by the way. Through it all, he was always himself. Some worried he would become a slave to the divine essence of the dead god within him, the god of, well, killing things. But his, actions and, decisions prove that... Oh, hells! I didn't think through the ending very well. I just made things like a million times worse, didn't I? Perhaps you're right. We should be on our way. If the whole wild mage thing doesn't work out, I'll make it a point not to pursue the calling of inspirational bard. Things are really getting serious, aren't they? Not that they weren't before, but this... The ball-spawn hunting each other, so many dying. This is different, I can tell. It's how it'll change it I'm worried about. I don't know. We've never talked about what you are, not in depth. That makes two of us, then. Be frank. What does it mean to you to have this tainted blood? All right. I'm just really curious. That sounds scary. I guess that answers my question, though. I have others, but I kind of don't want them answered. I can't believe it's over. Far from finished your business, maybe. The Order of the Eight Staves is gone. The funny thing? I'm happy. It's just that, well, I changed something. I maybe even changed the world, and for the better. Because I want something to change inside me. It needs to change. That I can't be happy. Oh, look at me. I'm being silly. Maybe it's shock. You make me happy. Sometimes. In some ways. Let's just get moving. Maybe someday when this is over, we can figure things out together. I mean, I'm really glad you're with me. What does this mean? Is this what you must decide? It's your decision. It's all your call. There. I've said my piece. No, I haven't. I'm not done yet. I love you. There, I said it. I do, and I don't want you to become a god.